Bring the funk back.
Hi, welcome to NASCAR today, and here we're going to talk about the unlikely rise of Daniel Suarez. Now, if you're watching this on the day of the Sonoma race, Daniel Suarez just got his first Cup Series win, and that's pretty big, But on this side of the screen, we're going to have today's topics, so you can keep track and follow along. So, Daniel Suarez, he's been a great driver for a good while. So he earned this win today. He dominated, led, 40-odd laps, beat Chris Buescher. Let's just say he's probably going to be around for a while now with this win. So, for our next topic is his trials and tribulations throughout the years of his Cup Series career and Xfinity and for a little bit trucks. So, in 2015, or actually in 2014, he ran some races in the Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing. I believe it was an 18 car. Did decent enough. It was near the end of that year, he announced he was going to go full-time in 2015. They're the 18 Aris Modem's car full-time in the Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing. And that year, he did good. Collected 18 top 10s and beat Bubba Wallace for Rookie of the Year awards in 2015, finished 5th in points. He beat him by 1 top 10. And so the next year in 2016, he would run Xfinity full-time again in the renumbered 19 Xfinity Aris car. And then he would run part-time in trucks that year. In 2016, he ran pretty good. He got 27 top 10s, won 3 races, and even won a truck race in Phoenix in the fall, beating William Byron in the closing laps when his engine expired. So in 2016, he won Michigan, I believe it was against Kyle Busch, for his first career win. And then in the round of 12, in the first ever chase or playoffs for the Xfinity Series in 2016, he won Dover for his second career win. Then at Homestead, Miami, on a final restart, he outdueled everyone else and won the 2016 Xfinity Series Championship. Play those clips right now.
Jay Yaley, the lap car in front of him. Suarez is running the bottom of the track. That's where Yaley's at. Oh, he's going to get there.
Kyle's struggling just a little bit.
74 still on the bottom up here. We come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Side by side at the start-finish line. 2 miles remain. Can Suarez make it stick?
Outside.
Kyle's right there. Suarez is going to bury it down in the corner here.
Clear, Daniel. Clear.
I think he's clear. He's going to get the position.
All clear.
Daniel Suarez looking at his first win.
Don't you even look in that mirror. Give me this corner right here one more time.
That is great advice. Just keep your eyes on the road. Can you hold off one of the best ever in the Xfinity Series and grab your first win on a last lap pass? Kyle Busch has won 80 times in the Xfinity Series, but it's not going to happen today. First time ever for Daniel Suarez. Checker.
He wins at the Monster Miles. Elliott Sadler. The other championship contenders, Justin Allgaier back in 7th. Eric Jones is 8th. This time by, coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. One more time around. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Daniel Suarez, the 24-year-old from Monterrey, Mexico, has the lead and has been dominant. 132 laps out in front today. The one thing he wants to do is lead lap 133 to be out front for the final lap. As he comes out of turn number 4, he will be the first ever international champion in NASCAR.
Okay, and you see, he did pretty good in his race wins. And so we move on to our next topic. How'd he get there? Well, Daniel Suarez comes from Monterrey, Mexico. He ran well in the Mexico Series and NASCAR Mexico Series. And I believe he won a championship. And that's how he got his start and came to NASCAR. And he did really good there. And yeah, he just did pretty good. and to add to his trials and tribulations in the Cup Series, Part 2 of the Trials and Tribulations. He moved to the Cup Series in 2017 after Carl Edwards unexpectedly retired out of nowhere after he lost the 2016 Cup Series championship. No one expected that to happen. No one in their wildest thoughts would have ever thought that happened. But Suarez thrust up the Cup Series in 2017. Didn't run too terrible. Got 12 top 10s, 1 top 5. That's not bad for a rookie who just got thrown up. And he had 2 crew chief changes that year. That's pretty big. But he also got into some controversy that year when at New Hampshire, he was doing a publicity event at New Hampshire where he was sponsored by Subway at the time. He was handing out Dunkin' Donuts. And Subway didn't like that, pulled their sponsorship, and yep, Suarez no longer had Subway. So that happened that year. And he ran some in Xfinity that year, and he almost won a few races, but he didn't. He lost Rookie of the Year awards to Eric Jones. So in 2018, the second year in the Cup Series, driving the number 19 Aris Toyota Camry, he wasn't as consistent, got less top 10s, had 9 that year, but he almost won a race at Pocono where he was, I believe, on the pole, but Kyle Busch outdueled him in the closing laps of that race. So that kind of sucked if you're a Suarez fan. And near the end of the year, in September, Suarez hinted that he wasn't going to be returning to Joe Gibbs Racing. And Joe Gibbs Racing has done this a lot. They'll bring up a top talent, hot talent, and they'll just drop him. Because they see, we have another hot talent coming up in the race. Let's dump him. That's basically what Joe Gibbs does. And they did it to Eric Jones. It's a cycle. It's just a cycle. So it didn't come until January 7th that Suarez was announced to be racing for Stewart-Haas Racing in the 2019 Cup Series season. And that year, he did pretty good. He got 11 top 10s, a few top 5s, and finished third in both Texas races. And he was so close to making the playoffs. If it weren't for getting to an incident in the Indianapolis race, which was at the time the regular season finale, he most likely would have made the playoffs in 2019. He had great runs, like in Kentucky, where he won the pole and led a bunch of laps early, but his car faded near the end. And so, with Cole Custer, the Xfinity Series Stewart-Haas Racing driver, he had won 7 races that year. So, Gene Haas, the other owner of Stewart-Haas Racing, decided, well, let's just have Cole Custer instead of Daniel Suarez, and Suarez was kicked out at the end of the year. And this left Suarez in a pickle, because entering the 2020 season, it wasn't until January 28th that he had a ride. And it was for the mid-30s team, Gaunt Brothers Racing, which at the time had never run a full Cup Series season. Never. Suarez signs with them. He didn't even qualify for the Daytona 500. He attempted to, but he just didn't make it. Did not qualify. And he skipped the Busch Clash that year because they wanted to focus on the 500, so take that how you will. He ran terrible that year. It just flat out. In the Vegas race, his car wouldn't even start at the green flag. It was just rolling. 2020 was a forgettable year for Daniel Suarez and all his fans and amigos. But near the end of the year, can be considered his saving grace is Justin Marks opening up Trackhouse Racing for the 2021 season, October 7th or 27th, I don't remember which. It was announced that Daniel Suarez will be driving the number 99 Chevy Camaro for Trackhouse Racing in the 2021 Cup Series season full time. And well, he did good in 2021. He got 4 top 10s, and he was consistent. And for a brand new team, considered a small team at the time, that's incredible. And then middle of 2021, Trackhouse Racing, they just flat out bought Chip Ganassi Racing, which was Justin Marks' old team owner. And so, with that happening, Trackhouse got another charter and become Ross Chastain. So in the 2022 season, Suarez starts the year off great with a 4th place finish at Auto Club, showing that, hey, this guy's a contender for wins this year. Look out. And Trackhouse as a whole they're just championship level contenders this year. They keep on winning and contending. Ross Chastain wins 2 races at COTA and Talladega. And if you're a Suarez fan, you're probably wondering, man, our teammate is just outperforming us. And then come the Coca-Cola 600, Suarez leads a bunch of laps, contends late, but then gets involved in an accident in the closing laps. And that was where Chris Buescher went barrel rolling. We'll play that clip now.
Oh, Suarez. Briscoe got into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh,
Buescher's upside down.
I think he hooked a drain.
Okay, you saw that pretty wild crash of Chris Buescher. So, come now to this day, June 12th, 2022, Daniel Suarez, he closes the deal and is a Cup Series winner. Now, for our next topic is, what's to come for Daniel Suarez? Will he become a Cup Series championship contender this year? Will he win more races? Will he ever win a race again? Will he retire at the end of the year? Who knows? Maybe he'll get canceled. Who knows? But what I have to say for you today is that just keep an eye on Daniel Suarez for the road courses, plate tracks, and basically anywhere. I say Daniel Suarez, he's making a round of 8 appearances this year. That is NASCAR Today's final verdict. So, that's all I have for today, folks. Hope you all have a very blessed day, and see you whenever.
Headed for the hairpin and home. Well, the Fox season opened with Pitbull doing a concert at the racetrack in the Coliseum. He's a partner in Team Trackhouse. And through turn 12, Daniel Suarez is a NASCAR Cup winner.